Welcome. You're listening to I Heart Life, the How-To of Spiritual Living, episode 22, Affirmations. I'm your host and spiritual living coach, Yvette Bolin, and I'm dedicated to helping you live a life of freedom, clarity, peace, and joy. Each week through discussions, Q&A, interviews, and more, we'll dive into practical strategies on how to live our best life. If you've not already visited iHeartLifeINC.com or found us on Facebook to subscribe to the free newsletter, do that so you don't miss out on what comes next after the podcast. And now for the show. Today we're talking about the what, the why, and the how of affirmations. What is an affirmation? Affirmations really are a new age technique to practice conditioning your mind to start accepting the truth about who you are and your purpose in life. They're just reminders as to your loving, abundant, prosperous, harmonious, joyful, inherent nature. It's a way to get your physical self in energetic alignment with your non-physical self. Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, founder and spiritual director at Agape International Spiritual Center in Los Angeles, California, who you might have seen on The Secret as one of the featured voices in driving home the power of our thoughts, speaks a lot about affirmations. He says affirmations are declarations of an intention, quality, or desired outcome, which, when stated with feeling, conviction, and confidence, has the power to supplant unwanted, habituated mindsets and behaviors and change life circumstances through the creation of new neural circuits in the brain. He says affirmations are not appeals to a deity or power outside of yourself, but that they work from the inside out, physically with the systems of the brain, mentally with the systems of the mind, and spiritually with the systems of the higher self. Extensive research in neuroscience, neurobiology, and cognitive psychology has been done about the neural basis behind eliminating limiting attitudes and beliefs. It was through Reverend Michael Beckwith that I learned about Dr. Joseph Dispenza, who, in his book, Physics, the Brain and Your Reality, wrote, "The thinking brain, the neocortex, is the seat of our free will and allows us to have a choice and opinion. If rehearsed mentally, we will grow new circuits in the brain, the platform which we stand on to execute a new level of self." So affirmations really help in that effort to create these new neural circuits and to start thinking differently in a new way. You know, affirmations really find their origin in mantras and chants that ages ago people spoke or sang to bring about healing and transformation. Symbolism and function of a mantra varies with culture and context. Obviously, still in use, mantras and chants, but the Vedic root word of mantra literally translates to instrument of thought. So this practice of using word and sound to invoke gods and get centered in oneself was really adopted in the Western world, very much so in the 80s, when practitioners and authors like Louise Hay of You Can Heal Your Life began spreading the word to the mainstream about the power of thought. You know, change your thoughts, change your life. What better way to change a thought than to create a more empowering thought and repeat it until thinking that way becomes a habit. Repetition sets it in as a belief, a conviction, because habits are harder to break. So the technique of repeating mantras, chants, or affirmations circumvents our logical brain and lets muscle memory build there to accept this new thought like a sponge. And take it in, accept it, without our mind saying no the whole time. So how would you write your affirmations? You want to change a limiting belief about your potential to earn substantial income, or you want to start making healthier choices for your body and digestive system, or you want to heal from a past relationship. They say that for an affirmation to be effective, it needs to be present tense, positive, personal, and specific. You would put together phrases that support that ultimate goal and remind you that it is possible to be whole and healed again, to be prosperous and free, to have a generous and loving relationship. It might sound a little like self-hypnosis, sure. I mean, same thing really at a nuts and bolts level. And this isn't about fixing anything. Remember that. You're not writing down what needs to change. You're writing down what you believe to be true about yourself in all your magnificent authenticity. It's just a reminder of that truth. So make sure your affirmation speaks to your soul, that you absolutely believe the words you speak, that deep down inside, it resonates. That way, when you speak it out loud, you say it with conviction and love and passion. It's food for your soul, really. It's an uplifting reminder about who you truly are. So it's meant to encourage. My recommendation is to repeat your desired affirmations daily until they become a way of life. For instance, I have a friend who every day for 2 years straight said an affirmation that she respectfully feeds her body and knows when to eat, what to eat, and how much to eat. And to this day, well after stopping that daily practice, maintains a lean, healthy, natural weight without struggle or conscious effort. Repetition really sinks it in as a way of life. So you're not struggling with accepting this thought every day. It becomes your thinking. But in that same context, affirmations are a great starting point to ridding your mind of that negative self-talk that keeps you stuck and sabotages your hopes and dreams. But considering that they focus on seeing things positively as opposed to negatively, they're really just a stepping stone as we get our minds clear and our thoughts more under our control. They're a great supplement to meditation, mindful awareness, and yoga. Affirmations, once enlightened as to who you truly are beyond time and space, become unnecessary. Reverend Michael Beckwith is someone who I look up to in providing sound, empowering, and centering affirmations, as he has this great app called Agape Affirmations app that you can find in any mobile app store. And on this app, he gives free affirmations, and you can also record your own. And one in particular, I just love to say daily that he provides. You can hear the structure and the flow and the content, and it will serve kind of as an example for you to play with yours using this one. And I just love what he says. I'm going to close by reading it to you now. It's a great one to start the day, by the way. So here it goes. I open myself to cultivating a true self-image that reflects the qualities of my inner spirit. Intelligence, compassion, peace, creativity, prosperity, mental and emotional well-being. I find it easier and easier to recognize the root causes of my mental and emotional responses to life and positively work with them. Today, my thoughts and emotions are in alignment with my intention to become awake and aware. I work with my mind and emotions with loving kindness, compassion, patience, and honesty about what I observe and the insights this provides. My thoughts and emotions are not affected by the world and the actions of others. Instead, I rely on the guidance of my inner spirit, which leads me in ways of harmony and equanimity. Today, I accept my freedom to mentally and emotionally determine my inner and outer response to every situation that presents itself. I invite you this week to create affirmations of your own, letting your heart lead you in the words you choose. Create in the area of relationships, self-image, professional development, whatever feels most timely to you right now. And in tandem with this idea of affirmations is the idea that we have power in our thoughts, in our minds, to create our reality. And I'll have more on that in an upcoming week. But in the meantime, to really help you move forward with the power of your mind, I invite you to sign up for the free Declutter Your Life mini course at lifefreeandclear.com, where the first episode in this series will reveal any mental clutter you have that might blind you to the power of your thoughts and their influence. It's a great starting point to get clear in this area. Again, that course is found at lifefreeandclear.com. Thanks everyone for listening. The conversation continues at iHeartLifeINC.com. Join me there in the comment section for this episode. Let me know what affirmations you repeat daily and how has it helped you shape your vision of the world. Share your powerful affirmations with us. You never know who you might help. And while you're on the iHeartLifeINC.com website, enter to win a free 15-minute coaching call with me, where you can ask me your most pressing questions about spiritual living and how you can love life again. And in this call, you have me to yourself to ask me anything about your spiritual path, your purpose, life questions, relationship concerns, whatever you want. I pick one winner weekly and you'll be notified by email. Don't forget to share this episode with your family and friends. Send them the link and like us on Facebook at iHeartLifeINC. Until next time, peace and light.